Hey parents, this is the fifth and final week of our You'll Be Glad You Did series, and to be honest with you, this message was a pretty difficult one. We're talking about homosexuality and what the Bible has to say about it. Now, I don't need to convince you that this is a hot button issue today. Your middle schoolers are surrounded by conflicting messages on this topic. Our message this week is based on 1 Corinthians 6, verses 9 through 11, where Paul lists some things that are incompatible with Christianity, including homosexuality. In addition to that, we talk about 4 myths when it comes to homosexuality. The first myth is that homosexuality is a new idea. You'll often hear people say that what the Bible has to say about sexuality is irrelevant to us today because the culture was so different when the Bible was written. And the truth of the matter is homosexuality was just as prevalent, probably more prevalent in the Greco-Roman world that Paul was writing his letter in. The second myth is that people are born gay. Truth is, the jury is still out on that matter, and it's almost an irrelevant point because every person is born a sinner and God still holds us accountable. The third myth is that Christians are responsible for policing this issue. Now, we didn't get into the politics of gay marriage whatsoever, but what we did talk about is if you have a friend that is gay or deals with any other sin and they are not a Christian, it's not our responsibility to change what they do, it's our responsibility to tell them about Jesus. The fourth myth is that God hates homosexuals, and that is simply not true. Now, this is very important because some of you might one day have a child that tells you that they think that they're gay. And if that happens, we would love to walk through that with you. But what your child absolutely needs to know is that God does not think of them any differently than he thinks of anybody else. He loves them just as much as he loves another person. There's a difference between somebody who has homosexual temptations and somebody who acts out those homosexual temptations. Please talk to your child about this issue. The TV that they watch and the music that they listen to is forming their identity and opinions about homosexuality. They need you to help guide the way that they think about this.